Rachel Rose here talking all things boxing, and I'm here at the Wood Warrington 2 fight week. I was about to say press conference, but that was yesterday, with Jade Burden. And if anyone who doesn't know, hello, Jade. Jade is a part of Team Molly McCann, but you're also a stablemate and an absolutely sensational boxer yourself.
I am, yeah.
You are, yeah.
I'm under the radar at the minute, which is fine. Got to start somewhere, haven't we?
Yeah, and we're going to try and pull you above the radar, get people talking about you, because you are bloody brilliant. And me and Jade actually met the same time that me and Josh Padley met. We all met together, didn't we? In a fight camp.
It's quite surreal, that, isn't it?
It's mad.
You know, when you think about it and how far everyone's come now with what you're doing, what he's doing.
And what you're doing, I know.
Wow.
It's actually, because this was two and a bit years ago we met, and we were in Marbella with Kerry, great boxing coach, great guy, and we all just basically booked onto this camp for 4 days, strangers, and we all stayed in these digs. What was it, Mike's gym?
That's the one, Mike's gym, yeah.
Staying in these digs, and we just trained together for 4 days.
We did, yeah.
2 sessions a day, chilled in the middle of the day, and I was humbled very quickly because I was the only non-pro there, because you were just turning over at the time, weren't you?
turning over, yeah.
And you went through a bit of a mare with your turning over process. It took up quite a while, didn't it?
It always takes a while. There's so much to do. I don't think a lot of people don't realise what actually goes into it with the medicals and the brain scans, and obviously it's a lot of cost as well, isn't it? So,
yeah.
But we're here now.
Made it.
2 years down the line.
I know, bonkers. So we basically did this 4 days together, me and Jade and Josh, and there was 2 other guys there as well. Earl and... Do you remember his name?
No.
Sorry if you're watching.
Too many punches to the head.
I know. But we had a great time anyway, and it's been really magical to see. Obviously, Josh has gone on to do what he's doing. You've gone on to do what you do. I've gone on, and we've all just sort of ended up in the same place.
Yeah, we're all in the same circle, aren't we?
I know.
But it's actually really nice.
It's really lovely. After Josh won, not his European belt, the one before, I was backstage in Sheffield, and he came out the ring, still covered in sweat, and he was like big hugs. It was just such a nice moment to think, like, you know, I think also because I've seen how hard the pair of you have worked, so it's really cool to see what you're doing. So, yeah, you know, people don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes until they do.
No, definitely not. But when we were in Marbella and Josh was there, he was, you know, kind of at his ends with it all, waiting for an opportunity. And he was just like, I'm waiting for a fight. I don't have one. You know, and I think it just says a lot about being patient and just always staying ready. And he's just took his opportunity. So, yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah, and he's been a real inspiration for many. He's been an inspiration for me, and he's a good lesson in patience. But here we are with you. So you turned over now a year ago? Fine, officially.
Ago, yeah.
When you officially got your first fight. Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was April 2024. So
wow.
Yeah, it has been a bit slow. Like, I had 2 fights my first year.
Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Marbella was 2023, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was September, wasn't it?
Shit, so it was like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I'm only on. I've had 4 now in 2 years. It has been slow, but, you know, I've learned so much along the way. I've had a few fights that have fallen through, but, you know, you still get the benefit from them. You still, you know, it's still a fight come that you've got under your belt, and the experience is there. So, yeah, it's all been fun.
Yeah, and I think what's lovely is how many like great females we've got coming through the ranks at the moment. Like your last fight was a little bit more of a challenge. The one before that, you knocked her out in the first round. You've got a real power puncher, which we're starting to see more coming through with the girls, because, you know, back in the day people are like, oh, women's fights are boring because nobody gets knocked out. Well, be careful what you wish for, because they're all getting knocked out now. But what would you say if you were going to describe your style to somebody who doesn't really know who you are, who would you compare yourself to, or how would you sort of sell your style?
I would say I'm just a bit of a pressure fighter, really. I like taking the centre of the ring. I've worked a lot on my jab, kind of getting a little bit of control with the distance. And I've got a home for the right hand, which I've really been having to work on. But just being patient, just being a little bit more patient, and obviously working through the rounds now. You've got plenty of time. It's not like being back in the amateurs where it's all, you know, everyone going hell for leather. Like, I've got time to settle into my shots and just feel out the opponent and see how they react. So, yeah, I'm never in a boring fight. I know that. And I do have a tendency to switch off, not do as what I'm told, but I get a bit excited. And I'm just really, really enjoying my boxing, and, you know, I'm so happy to be back in camp and working towards the next date.
And the next date is in April.
Yes.
This hasn't been announced yet, though, has it? Am I allowed to talk about it?
Yeah, you can talk about it. It's
in April.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say what it's for? Who's it with? Where are we?
I'm boxing Katie Smith. We met in the amateurs. From what I remember, it was we're both very similar. We're both just standing trade, so I think it's going to be an absolute war. And we're boxing for I think she's already got it, so she's defending her silver Commonwealth. So it's a great opportunity for me. I'm really excited by this. and yeah, I'm ready to put on a performance and take the win away.
I think also what will be great for you, and what I want to see, obviously, because we've been mates now for a couple of years, is that you'll get the opportunity to really show like who you are, what you're about. You know, we sparred in Marbella and we laugh about this all the time because she basically was just stroking me on the head for the whole thing. I was like, please don't hurt me, Jade.
I was like, oh, bless.
I know, literally. She's like, oh, she's cute. But she just, because I kept saying to her, I was like, because I'd been hurt in my fight and I was still really anxious about it. And because I've been sparring with boys who don't always know how to pull their power. So I was just so anxious.
Yeah.
But actually, the thing that I've learned more so, the more that I've trained, the more gyms I've been in, the people I've worked with, is actually pros know how to pull their power so much better than any people in like your random gym around the corner do, like because you've had to learn how to control that through your career time.
Absolutely. But I just think as well, like, you don't have to put everything into it. You know, this is where you bring ego into it as well. And I think that, you know, when you bring your ego into things, that's when you're really going to get hurt. But I think anyone, no matter what the level of opponent that you've got in front of you, you can always get some out of it, whether you're just having fun and having a little move around and helping that other person. I was like, you know, it's a tough sport, so it's, you know, it's nice to actually get some enjoyment out of it, but also help other people as well.
Like you joked yesterday, like, let's have a little spar, and actually
body spar.
No, I'd spar you now, but I would ask you to go at like 10% because obviously, like, I'm still not, you know. But for a move about, I'd probably be more relaxed now than I was then because I was so tense and so anxious. But it's just another reminder that, you know, like, you can have so much fun doing this. Sometimes it's psychological, and back then it really was psychological. But you know, we won't talk about the conversations that, you know, about the conversations that you have been having, the potentials and the possibilities that have been. You're right. Dave Allen, the potentials and the possibilities. But the thing we can share is, like, you know, big names and big opportunities are being discussed. You know, there could be, you know, this could be your year for really sort of rising up the ranks.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know, I'm going to tell you a really surreal story. So I was kind of,
surreal story.
After Christmas, I was a bit like, you know, what's going to happen for me this year? Like, you know, and I don't want to box journey women. Like, no disrespect to them. Like, you know, they're good for your development, but I want to be in a fight. Like, I train my ass off. I've sacrificed a lot. And I want to be in a fight because I think, you know, win or lose, there's always something to take away from that as well. And yeah, just one morning, I've been to the gym. I was walking my dogs, and it was in the piss and rain. And I was literally just saying out loud, like, what's happening? Like, what is for me? What is my plan? And as I was walking back to the car, my manager rang me, and that night he'd had 2 big offers for me.
No way.
So I was just like, fuck, like, that was exactly what, and I sat in the car, and it was just almost like a big sigh of relief that, you know, there is opportunities that are going to come my way, because, you know, I'm not going to, like, a lot of people know what the pro game's like, the selling tickets, and, you know, I live in the Isle of Man, so it's a lot of travel involved, a lot of money. You know, I don't make anything out of it, but I do it because I really enjoy it, and I've met some of the most amazing people in this boxing journey so far that, you know, I just want to test myself. Like, I want to be in a fight where I'm just like, wow, you know, the training's all paid off. So yeah, I feel like my name's kind of starting to get out there a little bit more now, and, you know, when I get the opportunity, which I have got now, I'm going to take it by both hands and move forward with that.
That's an amazing story. I think sometimes as well, like, whether you believe in God or the universe or just like about any higher power, actually sometimes when you are in that place where you're just like, just show me something, like, I hand it over.
And that's exactly what it was. It was
just show me. I need to know, because I can't, like, my soul's aching. Like, I need to know. And I think there's an act of surrender when you ask out loud, because you're just like, I clearly don't know anymore, so why don't you guide me, and I'll just follow that. So the fact that those 2 big opportunities was perfectly timed, and it's that nod to be like, don't quit, don't give up, don't lose hope, don't lose faith, because I think people misunderstand. They don't really understand a lot of this game, and I notice it from this perspective as well. Even being in my seat, you know, I can really empathize. It's just, you work so hard, and there's a void. There's a big void in that hard work, and you don't know what's going to be at the end of that hard work. You just know that if I keep working hard, I really think in my gut that something good's going to be at the end of it. But sometimes there's no proof. Just that, you know, you're doing well in the gym, and you know you're improving, and you know, in that feeling, you're like, I know something's going to come. So that's a really good reminder that like everybody goes through it, and sometimes you've got to just surrender to the moment and be like, all right, show me, and then I'll do whatever you want. And then
exactly, and that's exactly what it was. But it was kind of like it was desperate for me because I just needed something.
Yeah, I get it.
I totally needed something. Like I'm dedicated and I'm disciplined, but I was like, come on, like just give me a good start to the year.
Sometimes you just need that nod because I think that's the thing as well, the motivation to keep going. That takes so much energy, especially when you're tired, you're burnt out, you're working. A lot of fighters are working alongside the training, like like, thanks to your sponsors who are looking after you for this camp, which means you can actually step out of work for the next couple of months. You've got your expenses to cover. Like, the sponsors are so valuable to fighters as well.
Absolutely.
To be able to do that, and actually you've got your partner and your dogs and everything with you, which is even better. You've got your home comforts.
Home from home, like settled in Manchester, and just get the train down to Liverpool like 3 or 4 days a week. So it's great. So let's see what happens in this camp. Ready for it. Yeah, but I think as well, like going back to that moment we were talking about, like that desperate moment, like I'd got so fat over Christmas, I just needed that motivation just to get back into the gym.
There's no way you got fat. No way.
Yeah.
You're always in good shape, Jade.
Yeah, well, when your jeans get a bit tight and the buttons popping open, it's time to get your ass back into gear, isn't it?
Oh dear. Yeah, fair. I mean, how do you find, like, because you're over at No Limits in Liverpool, where obviously Molly trains, you guys train together quite a lot. Like, what's the vibe? I mean, obviously I've been there. I've been lucky enough to be there. It's a great gym. Great. I loved it. But how's your experience at the gym?
It's a great vibe. We're all like a big family down there. And that's what you want. Like, I know you go in there and you take your training seriously, but we all just have such a laugh. And I think just being able to train and feel comfortable and at ease, and, everyone talks to each other, and we all work with each other. Like, all the pros work with each other. And we all pick up little bits off each other as well. So it's lovely. And there's a few more females in there now. So yeah, it's just a really nice place to be. Great energy. And we'll just help each other. So
yeah, I really enjoyed it when I was there. Because there was Abby. I'm going to edit that. So Abby, I met, and I thought she was 15.
Yeah. She's 20, a little sweetheart, isn't she?
She's 25 and used to be a PE teacher. It's hilarious. So when she said she was a PE teacher, I was like, they let children teach children? But she's so sweet.
Yeah, she's a
great girl. And
she's mad as a box of frogs.
Oh, mad as a box of frogs.
Energy.
Loved her. Absolutely.
That's what I mean. You're going in there and you're tired and you met with that. Like, it just instantly raises you.
She's like Labrador energy, but on like crack. So that like golden Labrador, golden retriever, like happy. Yeah. So happy to see you. Like, she was a joy. I adored her.
She's great.
Yeah. Well, I said to her that I'd come back up again and train at the gym again. And obviously with you, Mol, being there, it's a great female team around there. The coach was great, Bam. I thought he was a really nice guy. I really
Bam's
liked him.
Amazing. He's so good. Like, there's a really good mix of coaches in there. So we've got old school, and then we've got Danny, and we've got Bam in there as well. So it's a good mix, good vibe.
Yeah. Well, Jade, I'm going to let you go because I know you've been trying to drag your ass into the gym and you've been procrastinating.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
But I can't wait to see you back out again in a couple of weeks. Everybody check Jade out. She's going to be one to watch, and you'll be seeing more of her and hearing more of her for sure.
Let's get it. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for sitting down and talking to me.
Thank you.
You're natural, mate.
Oh, thanks,
You're natural.